Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Financial Wealth Community. I'm Jackie Stewart, and today we are talking about greatness being a choice. It's a choice. Go choose to be great. I went to a conference yesterday and it was absolutely amazing, and that was my key takeaway, that I have a choice. I do like the word choice, and I do talk about choice from time to time on some of my videos, because choice to me means that I have hope. It gives me hope. It means I can make a decision to or to not, right? It means it gives me a sense of control. Yeah, I have the power to choose. Okay, and not a lot of people exercise that power, and I get it. Some people, in some situations, people feel like they don't have a choice, but on the whole we do. So let's go out there and decide to be great. So most of you may know that I am an accountant, and so I work with many businesses, and for me, my job is to make sure that the business understands that the owner of the business understands the numbers in their business so that they can be great, right? So I'm trying to help them to be able to do that. And a lot of people don't take that quite seriously. So most people will, I shouldn't say most, I don't know what the statistics are, to be fair, but people will choose to run their business because maybe they're passionate about it, or they like something, they like what they do, they're making an income, and some may not even be making that. Remember, you have a choice. So you want to be great at whatever it is that you do. You want your business to be one of the great businesses as well, right? So you can choose for that to happen. And one of the ways to do that is to understand the numbers in your business. If you are running a business, you are a business owner, you have to understand the numbers, the main numbers. You don't have to understand everything, but you definitely need to understand whether you are making a profit or not. That's one number you cannot get away from. You need to understand this. You need to understand your pricing and whether your pricing is making you giving you a profit. And there's ways that you can do that, right? So this is where your choice is being exercised. So you can say, learn how to do it yourself. You can learn how, I tell you a story actually. There was a guy, when I was on a panelist that was sitting next to me, I think he was in his late 20s or early 30s. And he was a property developer working part-time and living his life and enjoying life. And he said one of the key things that got him there and got him there so quick was his mother giving him advice to go and study accountancy. He didn't want to become an accountant. He didn't really want to study it, but he took her advice. And what that meant is that he understood the numbers in his business. So he was able to fly through, know where he wanted to get to, and look at the data, look at the numbers regularly, and now be able to live the life that he's living and working part-time, right? So you need to learn how to do it yourself if you want to, because some people could be interested in that. But if not, then you need to get an expert to do it. Make a choice, okay? Find someone that can help you understand the numbers. The onus is on you, okay? If you're not understanding it, then you should be asking questions if you're using an accountant, for example, you should be asking them questions until you understand the process. It's no longer an excuse to have a fear of numbers. Yes, you could have a fear of numbers, but as hard as this is going to sound, if you have a fear of numbers and you don't want to look at the data, then you shouldn't be running a business, right? Let somebody else do that for you and let them just pay you a wage, okay? As hard as that might sound. So if you do have a fear of numbers, then you have a choice to overcome that fear, and you may need to work with an expert. It could be a counselor, it could be a coach, it could be a mentor. Something in your past might have got you to where you are, why you fear numbers. Whatever it is, you need to get an expert to help you if you don't want to do or learn how to do it yourself, and you don't have to, right? If you're going to get an expert, then you need to do your due diligence, right? So that means you need to check the people out that's going to be helping you. You wouldn't just hear your friends say that they used this private doctor to do open heart surgery on them, and they recommend them to you. You're going to check out this person, right? You're going to want to know who's opening you up. So it's the same thing. I know that's more serious, okay, because it's like a matter of life and death. However, if you want to be great, it's a matter of you taking that control and doing your due diligence as to who is going to help you. I've had clients come to me before where I've had to go over what their last accountant did. I've had to redo the whole past 3 years, which cost them a lot of money because they paid twice just to make sure that what was being reported was actually legal, done in a legal way. There's certain rules and regulations as to how we have to submit your accounts, right? For example, so get an expert, but do your due diligence as well as to who you want to use, and then trust the expert. Yeah, we're not very good at trusting people, but if you want to be great, if you want your business to be great, if you need to rely on somebody to help you, at some point you have to take a risk, and that risk could be trust, right? So if you've done your due diligence, you've checked that they're with an accounting body, for example, you know, which means they are answerable to somebody else. Okay, you've checked that they're qualified. Don't be afraid to ask to see their papers, right? You've checked all of that. Then you're mitigating your risk. So your trust should be increasing with the person that's going to be supporting you, that they can do what they say they can do. I've had clients question me before, and there's nothing wrong with questioning me, but when you're questioning me on something that I've taken 5-6 years to learn, and then 10, 15, 20 years worth of experience, and it's because you heard your friend who is not qualified or whatever say it, I do have to ask the question as to maybe you should ask your friend to then do the work. Again, yeah, this might sound harsh, but these are the things that I deal with sometimes. So then you have to trust me, right? And then I have clients who trust me very, you know, with what I do. And yes, I can make mistakes too. Of course I can. But the risk is mitigated, and then I have to then answer to my accounting body if I'm making errors, and especially if I'm making them consistently, I can get struck off. So I'm less inclined to do that, right? Because I don't want that to happen. So remember, greatness is a choice. And in order for you and your business to be great, I want you to make a choice to understand the numbers. How you do that is up to you. As I said, you can learn to do it yourself. You can get an expert. If you get an expert, do your due diligence. Once you've done your due diligence, trust the expert to do the work. Thank you guys for this video. Go and have a fantastic time being great, not just with your business, anything that you're doing. Remember, you can be great. Make the choice to be great. See you on another video another time. Thank you. Remember, subscribe, and to share too. Thank you. Bye.